story that's found in 1 Kings chapter 3 and again in 2 Chronicles chapter 1, where the God of heaven speaks to Solomon and he says to him, "Ask what you will and I will grant it to you." So Solomon, already displaying some wisdom, by the way, doesn't ask for riches, he doesn't ask for power. He asks for discernment, for understanding, for knowledge. He asks for wisdom. And God is so pleased that he doesn't just answer his prayer, he grants Solomon wisdom without measure. And good for us, in the book of Proverbs, Solomon is attempting to impart that wisdom, or at least some of it, to us. And in the Tanakh, by the way, the Hebrew Bible, the book of Proverbs is known as Mishlei Shlomo, the wisdom of Solomon. Now, for some people that aren't regular Bible readers, sometimes they have a misconception of what they might find in that wonderful book. They think it's a highly spiritualized, very esoteric sort of a volume with all kinds of theology and doctrine and difficult issues and presenting a path to righteousness, a walk with God that is just almost impossible. Well, from the very beginning, Mishlei Shlomo promises us what we need for that path of righteousness. And I think people would be very surprised to discover that the instruction that he gives is much less about what we would think as spiritual as it is about the very practical. It's the stuff of everyday life. It's as if God is saying, in this walk that we are on together, it's not the esoteric spiritual experience. It's not so much the theology or the doctrine that's important. It's your life. It's how you choose to live, who you choose to be. It's the choices that you make every moment of every day. Choosing right over wrong. Choosing to be righteous in your speech, in your actions, in your judgments. And there's one thing you will need to do that, Solomon says, and that's wisdom, or chokmah in Hebrew. Solomon portrays chokmah as a woman, a very special woman. She is skillful, she is prudent, she is shrewd, she is thoughtful, she is a woman of discernment, she knows right from wrong, she is ethical, she is righteous. And in chapter 1, we find her in the streets crying out, looking for that one that is interested in what she has to offer. And in chapter 2, Solomon goes to great lengths to help us understand the incredible importance of the search for wisdom, the benefits of seeking after wisdom. And in chapter 3, he tells us, happy are they that find her. But if we read on, in chapter 5, Solomon introduces us to a second woman. This is a different kind of woman, an immoral woman, not at all like chokmah. This is a woman whose lips drip with honey, and yet she is angry and bitter. She is wicked. She is unstable. She lurks in the darkness. She is a wanderer and she will lead you astray, Solomon says. She is folly. And these two women, or what they represent, are actually at the very heart of Mishlei Shlomo. You will find them struggling with one another, at odds with one another, literally throughout the whole book of Proverbs. Look for them. You will find them on literally every page. We have, on the one hand, we have folly, anger, bitterness, lack of self-control, temptation, evil, shame, destruction. On the other hand, we have chokmah, peace, self-control, patience, joy, longevity, conflict. And that conflict is the constant companion of everyone who would choose that path to righteousness, to walk that path with God. And yet we have an amazing ally as far as success on that path, and that's Solomon, and what we find in the pages of Mishle Shlomo. And there he tells us it's all about choice. Every moment of every day, you have the choice. And so he says, choose wisdom, choose righteousness, choose life, and leave folly to the foolish.